Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing and liking, and if you haven't, don't be afraid to do so. My name is Karima and I am powered by power. Thank you for joining me today. This video is going to be all about journaling and how it pretty much saved my life. I've been journaling ever since I can remember. Now, some of them, my journals from elementary school are like, they vanished. I don't know where they are. But I have my latest journal is from high school days. And so journaling has always been something that I use to kind of just express myself, because I never really felt comfortable talking about like my deep stuff, right? Like the deep stuff. So I would just write it down. But I was always comfortable talking. I was never the person to not be open. I was always very open, and I think a lot of my friends can attest to that. I'm just a very open person. But journaling was my place to kind of like just have no inhibitions, because sometimes when you are talking to people, you have to have that filter. I've always had a filter. There was people who would be saying some crazy stuff to me, and I'm just like, yo, I would never be able to say that to another person. Like, they would say something so easily, just let it roll off the tongue, and it would just be so harsh and so like, whoa, you just said that to somebody. And in my mind, I would think like, I would never say that. And so for me, because I had that filter, and because I was respectful and I was raised right and I had manners and I was not very confrontational, I would just write. I would write about how I felt. I would write about how my day has gone, or like if somebody did something to me that I didn't like, I would just write about it. I would never really say anything. I was never a confrontational person. It wasn't until like I started getting older and I really was like, yo, this is unfair, and kind of started pushing back. But like pretty much all my childhood, I was a respectable, well-mannered young lady. And I'm laughing because I'm trying to think if my family would say that, because they would say that I had some sass and some attitude, and I would just tell people whatever when I was a little girl. But I don't remember that. The stories they tell me, I do not remember. But anyway, I do feel like I was definitely well-mannered. Anyway, I can get very sidetracked, and I know that, and so I have to remember that I'm making a video, because I can just start going. And living by myself, that happens sometimes, because I take a lot of video diaries as well. I went from journaling to like having video diaries because there was just so much to write. And instead of writing, I was just like, why don't I just make a video? Because I write in script. Like, I have some journals here to show you guys. Like, I write in script. Watching my evolution of handwriting has been amazing, because just like I used to write like that, and now I write in script. And so it's just like my A's turned from one A to another A like over the years. And then I always loved the way scripts looked. I dated this guy who wrote in script because he went to Catholic school, and I just always loved that. And then my grandmother always wrote in script. Like, I have her Bible here. She like always writes in script and everything. Like, she can be writing anything and she's writing a script. I'm a teacher, so I can't write a script on the board, but I just always love the way scripts look. So now when I journal, I write in script. But all of the things that I've been going through in 2019 and in the beginning of 2020, and all of the things that I feel are happening, the shift that is taking place, I couldn't write it all down. There was just so much to write that I'm just like, I need to find a different way, because there's no way, like, because as I'm writing, thoughts continue to happen, and it's like, I didn't even finish writing the first thought, and now I have a new thought, and I'm just like, bump this. I need to now make video diaries. And so January 1st, 2019, when I got home from church, I took a video, and I pretty much talked about how I wanted my year to go. Happy New Year. Just got home from church and kind of feeling myself just a little bit. Haven't straightened my hair in a very long time. Maybe about over a year and a half. I'm just excited. I'm excited for 2019. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And most of my year went the way I wanted it to go. Most of it, not all of it. I wanted 3 things in 2019. I got 2 out of the 3. So the third thing didn't happen the way I wanted to happen, but I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. 2 out of 3. Thank you, God. I'm gonna take this win, right? January 1st, I took my first video talking about pretty much how my year is gonna go. And then January 2nd, I took another video coming back from the gym. January 3rd, I took another video doing something, and I'm just talking out what I would be journaling. And I'm just like, in one of my videos, I even said, like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing with these videos, but I'm going to just do it and go with it. And today is January 2nd. I just got back in the house from the gym. Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing these. We'll figure it out, I guess. We'll figure it out. And so, all of 2019, I was just taking a lot more video diaries, and I was able to kind of speak a lot of things, and like the power of words are so important. And I do believe whether they're written or whether they're vocalized, just get it out. And so because of the mass download of things that I was getting all of 2019 and all of the things that I wanted to do and all of the things that I endeavored, is just like, I can't write this fast. Like, there's too much. And like, there's something therapeutic about writing. So I did write. I never stopped journaling, even though the video diaries kind of got more and more prominent. And I think the main reason for that is because I would have a dream, get ready for work, and I'm just like, I really want to get this dream out. And so a lot of my videos are like in the car, doing my eyebrows and my mascara in the mirror on my car, talking to the camera, because I wanted to like document this dream before I forgot. 'Cause the way my memory is set up, it's just like, you need to get this out now that you're thinking about it, because I can think about one thing sometimes and then like 2 seconds later I forget. Like, comment down below if like you always like forget. Like, I can be going to a room to get something and then get to that room and forget what I was going to get. Like, is that real? And I just be like, whoa, I'm too young for this. My grandmother tells me, I lived with her for like maybe 4 months before I moved here, in transition from moving from my brownstone to moving here. I lived with her, and she used to tell me, you need to take some ginkgobiba, whatever it's called. I think that's how you say it, because it's a memory pill. My memory sucks. Anyway, another tangent. The amount of information that I was getting pretty much is what changed me from, or shifted me from, journaling all the time to now doing video diaries. And I do believe that in that transition, God was kind of like downloading and preparing me to kind of get ready for YouTube. And it was just like, that wasn't initially the plan. Like, I'm gonna make these videos for my YouTube. YouTube was not anywhere on my radar at the moment. It was just like, I don't want to write. I don't want to write all of this down, because this is a lot. Like, this story is intricate, and I want to remember all of the details. And at some point, I can get tired writing, and I don't want to miss anything or have to finish the stories later. Like, before I started video diarying, there would be stories that I would tell over the course of 3 days, because I couldn't get it all down in that one slot of time that I had for journaling. So journaling is really what prompted me to start YouTube. Like I said, I was always journaling since I was a teenager. And my latest journal, it's crazy how important people are in your life. God is so intentional. Like, he is so intentional. The way he plans things is just like, after the fact, when you realize, like maybe even years later, how intentional God was, it's just like, wow. Like, wow. So the oldest journal I have is this guy, and my aunt gave it to me. And she gave it to me on 7/15/07, and she said to write the vision. So to Karima, write the vision from Lady Hicks. And in this journal in particular, there's an entry here that says, when I was maybe, I gotta find it. Let me find it. I wish there was like a search engine for your journal, because here it is. Found it. Okay. I love this journal because the way I use it, it wasn't like a use this page and like line papers. Like each page has something different on it, like different like colors and like different like arts. And so like the way I used it, it was just like I would just open the book and whatever I felt like writing on. So like I never finished this one, but there were like essential stuff in here. And so sometimes I would use it as notes, sometimes I would use it as a journal. I tried not to write too much in it or too personal in it, because it didn't have a lock or anything on it. And actually, I wrote something about someone in here, and apparently they found out, and yeah, or not they found out, they read it. I'm probably going to edit that out. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to have to find a different way to put down my thoughts. So that's why I stopped using it. So you can see, like, I started and I would just jump around a lot of different places, and like I don't have a lot of pages filled in, but like there's just like sporadic entries throughout it. Anyway, in this book I wrote down on 12/18/08, because I started here and I went backwards. Maybe my writings will be beneficial to someone else in the future, or even me, when I become a teacher and psychiatrist. And we'll talk about that in another video. I don't know if I want to necessarily be a psychiatrist, but I do want to get my PhD in psychology. It can help me as a guide or a reference, maybe. So that was legit right here. And so that was the first reminder to me of how important it is to write and to go back to your writings. And the sun is going down, so I'm going to make this quick because all of this sunshine through my windows is like... Anyway, so the story behind this journal is my aunt gave it to me and I loved it. The story behind this journal, my friend from college, shout out to you because you know who you are. Both were in Walmart. She had like $10, right? Her last $10, like her last $10. She bought both of us this book, and this is the book that started me on like my like legit journaling. Like I didn't have video diaries at the time. I was not doing video diaries. I wasn't even thinking about recording myself. I was just writing. And so in this book, I started in 11/17/2013, which has a lot of significance to me because 11/17/2018, something very, very important happened and shifted gears in my life. And I feel like that's around the time when I got this book, because this book ran out. This is all the way to the end. Like, I used every page, right? Then I got this book. In this book, I needed a new journal. I know I was ending it soon, and I got Faith, Hope, and Love. So, to make this very long story short, because obviously I can ramble, like, that's pretty much why I'm starting this YouTube page, because I just need to get this stuff out, and I be rambling. I went from journaling to recording, and it changed my life. Point blank, period. And that's all I have to say about that. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that little button down below. Like, comment, share, support your girl. I'm out here just trying to make God's name great and use my story to do that. So if I'm encouraging you, send the video, send the link to somebody else who can be encouraged as well. All right, God. I'm going to do this all over right now because the sun is going down. Empowered by Powered. My name is Karima, and I empower. Hi, everybody. Thanks again for Hi, everybody. So, as I am. Okay, wait. I need to have a focus. Okay, Jesus. Okay, I'm here. This lighting is not going to go to waste. All right. Okay, there's an article. So, on. This doesn't have a date. Why doesn't it have a date? Okay, it does have a date. Okay. I went forward. I wrote on one page and I went backward. That's kind of how this was set up, which is like I love his like stuff falling out. It's like little pieces of paper. I just lost the page that I just had.